Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Wednesday, October 4th, 2017. We are moving. The calendar continues to roll on by. I wanted to come this morning and take a few of your moments to share something with you. Good morning, all who are joining. Good morning, Ty. I want to share something with you because it struck me as maybe odd is the word. I was working with a group of leaders from one organization. Good morning. And I asked a question. Hey, Terrell, I asked this question. I need you to write your 5 greatest strengths. What are the strengths that you possess? Your gifts, your talents, your skills, your strengths. And practically everyone in the room had a difficult time. Now, the first 2, 3, they were solid on, but I asked for 5 specifically for a reason, to go beyond those upfront gifts, those upfront strengths and experiences. And it just surprised me because the room was full of working professionals, grown-ups. I wasn't working with teenagers or middle schoolers. And the expectation is that, oh, well, you're grown, you know. And so I just wanted to take a few moments to say that is not necessarily the case. And for you, if I were to ask you right now, type out your 5 strengths. What are your giftings? Would you be able to do that without really struggling? And the reason this becomes so important is because we have got to know. We've got to know that all of us have gifts and skills and talents and all of those life experiences that have been honed and cultivated for use. And they're not just the glitz and the glamour. Oh, you're a good speaker. You're a great speaker. You really need to do this. You need to become this. You are, my goodness, you cook so well, girl. You need to open up a restaurant. Whoa. Okay, is that a strength zone? Is that what you were designed and created to do? Because again, it's not just those things that are visible and upfront. Some of us have been an advocate for, you were a little person defending everybody else on the playground. You were teaching if a rabbit would sit and listen to you, you were trying to teach or preach to them. And you were a little kid. That was already being developed in you. Martial arts, the discipline that it takes. I have a girlfriend who is probably the most organized person almost to where she can get on your nerves with being organized. But there is a purpose in that. To go into chaos, or to her what looks like chaos just makes her itch. But that's a strength for her. People who know how to clean. There is nothing that is not a strength for you that cannot be in use and should not be in use for yourself, perhaps a business, but absolutely for others. Because our gifts are never just about us. It ain't all about you. Well, it's really not. The gifts that we have are always for someone else's breakthrough, or someone else to be encouraged. Good morning, Melanie. For someone else to be strengthened or reminded. I cannot talk about everything, so I don't try. I have strength zones and passion areas that I am very able to engage anyone in, only because that's my background. Those are my strength zones. It becomes more important the older you get and you start getting into your careers, or even after a career is done. What happens is, if you are not able to identify your strength, someone will identify them for you, and they will make you fit. They will just make you fit into what they believe you would be good at. It's like a square peg being crammed into a round circle. It is uncomfortable. It is painful. It does not fit. It simply does not fit. Okay, I have left a position. Hello, good afternoon, Anand. I have left a position because it was I was the only one in the position. And I had to go out and make my relationships. The position description did not call for all that I did. I went in to organizations and said, hey, did you know you needed this? Okay, I was... and I opened relationships like that. I know that I do well surrounded by others. They will use for your goals. Okay, that's exactly right. They will use for your goals, not your purpose. And there is a distinction. Thank you for pointing that out, Millie. There is a distinction. Purpose is what you are ultimately trying to get to. Purpose is what each of us are ultimately trying to live into and walk into. Okay, so I just created relationships because I recognize that I draw strength when I am in a team, when I am surrounded by diversity of thought. My little brain, that's all I'm bringing to the table, just me, my solo routine. No. So I built and I established and I forged relationships, and that gave me more satisfaction because I inserted myself and was able to teach those particular umbrella of classes. But I designed that. I made those relationships. That's just because of who I am. I'm not designed to do anything solo. If I have to, I will. That's not my preference. So what I'm saying is, if you do not know or are aware, good morning, Joe. If you're not aware of your strengths, your purpose, what you were called to do, and that takes a minute to figure out. Okay, it takes a minute to figure out. Don't allow people to put you on their clock. Don't allow that. There's an African proverb that I posted a while ago that says, don't use your watch to tell the time in another man's life. Okay, so don't allow people to put you on their clock and their timeline. I was a late bloomer for me to try to figure out what my passion zone is and what I was designed to do. Okay, all the stuff before, they weren't wasted years.